Hey, this is Robert Smith. This is one of the things I like to do is I like to come out in my garage and kind of work on the car a little bit, trying to get me away from the house and give me time to think. And this is a 1970 Plymouth Superbird 446-back 4-speed car. And I don't spend much time with it because I don't spend a lot of time at home, but one of the things that I discovered that is important is when there are several places that I tap on myself. One of the most important times when I tap on myself is in the heat of the moment. That means something upsets me, something bothers me, I tap right then. Another time to tap is what we call reflective tapping. Like I start thinking about it, oh, I should have tapped. Then you just go back and remember the times that you should have tapped and thought about how you felt, what bothered you, and you tap on that. Another place of tapping is we call exploratory tapping. Basically, we'll go back into the archives of our mind, go back into some of the memories of the past, do a little art of change on ourselves, and start rewriting some of our past stories. So one of the things that most people don't realize about memories, that memories are, there's not the real thing. Memory is a recorded data. Memory is something like a deposit in your mental, emotional bank account from an experience of your past. And oftentimes over time, more deposits are deposited in that account, such as anger, hurt, rejection, whatever it is that's in your life that you create. Over time, the interest gets bigger, and next thing you know, you're producing something that you probably don't want in your life. And so what we want to do is we go back to our past experiences, and we go back and we start changing whatever it is that hurt us. Now, the nice thing about memories is if you change a memory, it doesn't affect the past. And the reason is the past is already gone. That means all you have is right now. And when you realize that, you also have to understand too, with our memories, it's kind of like this. We take our memories and we distort things with them from our own internal references. Like the first time I ever gave a seminar in Jacksonville, Florida. In Jacksonville, Florida, I gave a seminar, and I sat next to this guy who ordered an olive salad. And I looked at that olive salad, I said, well, that looks really good. So I started looking at the menu, and I saw a tomato salad. So I looked at his, looked at the tomato salad, so that's what I ordered. Well, next thing you know, they bring out this plate, and on the plate is sliced tomatoes with an olive piece of salad sticking out of it. It was nothing like what I thought it would be, because inside of my mind, I had an image and an idea of how I thought it should be. And you've done it before. I'm sure you went to a restaurant, a new restaurant, and you ordered something you've had before, and it's nothing like anything you've had before. It looked differently and it tasted differently. So that's how memories are. And you know, if you heard the cliche, change your mind, change your life. And the interesting thing is that when we carry memories inside of us, we use them as facts. And sometimes these facts are very distorted, and we start to take our distortions everywhere we go. And so one of the things I noticed that when people act, and they act from their world, they act from what we call imprints in Faster EFT. Now, what is an imprint? You know, some people may have heard that you're imprinted the first 7 years of your life, and that's not only true. Yes, the 7 years, but also the rest of your life. And an imprint is basically a flash of something, a pattern of something, an idea, a memory. It can happen just as fast as you blink an eye, and sometimes you don't even know why you perform and do what you do. A perfect example, if I said liver and onions. First thing you do is you have unconsciously something that says yes or no. And it's a flash of a memory. It's called an imprint. The weird thing is that you could have a favorite food that you've eaten for years, or a favorite restaurant, and then now all of a sudden you had a bad experience. Next thing you know, it's no longer your favorite. Or just like one of my friends' child who loved dogs. He loved every dog he'd ever met. He kissed them, he played with them, they were his best friends. Except for this day. This day they were in the park and they saw this little dog. He ran up to it to play with it, to kiss it, and it bit him on the face. He went to the hospital, he got stitches. Weeks later, he was out at the park, he was playing with his little buddies and friends, and a police officer he knew walked up with his dog. And that little boy turns to him and said, "Get that dog out of here. We hate dogs." All of a sudden, he loved dogs, and now he doesn't because of experiences. And with FasterEFT, we realize that we operate from imprint to imprint unconsciously without even knowing why we do what we do. And so that's what we do, is we teach you how to take control of your mind. And when you understand how you can change your mind, you can change your life. This is the key of FasterEFT. Now, another thing is that what I know about personal transformation is each modality of healing is only as good as its foundation, which is a belief system. Now, one thing that I have learned, that if you have a modality that keeps you, the person, whole and complete, that's a very healthy modality. But if you have a modality that divides the self up, divide it when, like an ego and then yourself, or your mom and your dad inside your head, or that you'll put many personalities within self, all of a sudden you become a divided self. That's not a healthy modality. What you want is a modality that says, it's you, it's your mind, it's all about you. And you know, like if you had a trauma, if you had 20 traumas or 1,000 traumas, there's some modalities out there say that you split off and you have a little piece of you floating around in some imaginary matrix. And that just divides the self up. Or you have a mom and a dad and a little boy and a little you, and it's all separate. We've got to make sure that you're whole and complete. Now, yes, we do have memories, and we understand that memories are hypnotic states. They're trances of time. They're you. Every person inside your memory is you. Every character is you. And you're the movie director of all your memories. And remembering, memories are just recorded data from a distorted point of view at a point in time in your past. It's a hypnotic state. And so if you can figure out how to change your states of mind, and you integrate and be a whole, complete person, you'll be more effective in your world. So that's what we know in FasterEFT. And what we do is we train you and show you how to get personal control. Over the years, my trainings have completely changed. I used to do 2-day trainings for level 1, 2-day trainings for level 2, but now my trainings are much bigger because we want to show you how you actually work. And also when you leave the seminar, you have personal skills, you have understanding how your mind works, and you can also leave as a different person. We do have it online. We do have level 1 online. And a lot of people say, well, I don't want to be a practitioner. I just want to learn how to get control. This is a great way of doing it. So anyway, so this is Robert Smith here in my garage working on my old junk car. And if you ever need any help, you know, FasterEFT.com, find you a FasterEFT practitioner, come to a live seminar. And we'll talk to you later. Peace.